Right, hello everyone. Morning. Hope you're doing all right. I'm not. I'm still fucking like tired out and exhausted, and knees are killing me. And I've just been out to take some stuff up to C.E.X, get rid of, because there are games there, and one or two other items that I know I'm not going to use. So yeah, they took most of the stuff. The only two they didn't take were Red Dead Redemption, which I think was either too scratched. Yeah, too scratched up apparently. Although I've had games worse than that from them. And Super Mario Brothers, which is scratched but not as bad as the Red Dead Redemption. Now there was a game there which I took up and they said he had a crack on it. Oh, it's Red Dead Redemption. Got a little slight crack there in the centre. So that's the reason why they wouldn't take that one up. They wouldn't take that because of the crack. They wouldn't take that one because of this was a bit too scratched up. I could have got him to clean that one. Would have cost £2, but I don't know what I would have got back on it. So I took that back. There were two other games, God of War and I think there was a Mario one there as well. Mario Sonic, I don't think it was that one. Sonic the Hedgehog. That was scratched, and he said he couldn't take that one. And God of War was scratched, and he couldn't take that one. And I asked him how much it cost, and he said £2. I said, is there any chance you clean them for us and see if you can take them after they've been cleaned? He goes, yeah, I won't charge you though. So he done the God of War and the Sonic game, and they come out pretty good apparently. So he did actually take them in. So what I actually traded in, which was a Guitar Hero Warriors of Rock. I'll say that again. Guitar Hero Warriors of Rock wireless guitar. Now, I originally bought that from a car boot fair about 3-4 weeks ago. They would not drop the price whatsoever. I got it for £15. They offered me X amount on cash value, but as we all know, trade value is more. So I got a £29 trading, doubling the cost of what I paid for it. Now, the thing is, I keep saying this to everyone, yeah, you cannot say that you buy a game, so let's say that, for instance, yeah, for a couple of quid, and then like you trade it in for vouchers for like £30. You're not doubling or tripling or quadrupling your money. You're only doubling your money if you take the cash back from it. So if I bought that for like £2, which it wasn't, but let's say I bought it £2 and the cash back was like £15, then you can turn around and say, well, I made £15 on a £2 game. But if you're getting a trade-in voucher for say like £25, you can say, well, I paid £2 for that game and I got a £25 trade-in. A trade-in voucher is completely different to a cash value return. So why people keep saying, oh, I've tripled my money, you've not tripled your money, you've tripled the value at the cost of the game maybe for what you paid for, but you've not actually got the cash value for it. You've only got the cash value back if you've taken the cash value money value of the game from C.E.X. So like say, like if you pay £2 for a game and say like the cash value return is like £15, then you can turn around and say, well, I made £13 back on it. With a trading voucher, if it's like a £20 trading voucher, and it's a £2 game, and you take the £20 voucher, then you can turn around and say, well, I made £20 voucher from it, which I can use for, buying other hardware games. It's not cash. It's not like proper money, It's not. It's not money. It's a voucher. Can't get a fucking thing out now. Oh shit, it's stuck in the fucking thing. My money's gone flying everywhere now. Like, that is a voucher, as we all know. That's a voucher. A voucher. Not money. So, stop saying you've made triple your money back unless it's cash, and you can say it's cash. It's not. It's not cash. It's a voucher. It really pisses me off when I watch a lot of YouTube videos on YouTube where people go to car boot fairs and say well, I just bought that for £5. That's tripled, quadrupled my money back. Yeah, I can understand if you're selling on eBay and you're making your money back on that way. Yeah, but when you're going to C.E.X and you're saying, oh, I'm quadrupling my money on a voucher, you're not quadrupling. In one way you might be, but in another way you're not. But not, because the way I see it, if you're quadrupling your money, the actual item you're selling to C.E.X and it's monetized, like proper money, then yeah, you triple your money. But then why take money when you get more on a voucher? Because I took stuff in and I was offered £72 cash or £109 voucher. Now, maybe looking stupid, but I'm not that stupid, I'd rather take the voucher than the cash, because there's an extra £30 on a voucher I can actually use on buying more games from C.E.X. So anyway, I'm going to run down on what I actually traded in. Right, so the Guitar Hero, as I said, I originally paid £15 for at a car boot fair, and it was the wireless one, and it did work. So I tested it out and checked it, and even the guy said we don't see many of these in here. And I got £29 trading. It would have been about £20 cash if I traded it in cash, and I would have only made a £5 on it. So by doing it by voucher, I kind of made double on what I paid for, but as a voucher value, not cash value. The other game I traded in was Mario Party 9. Now that's a £38 game to buy in C.E.X, but I got a £17 trading voucher for that. I originally paid £5 for that game at the car boot fair, and I scanned it, and the guy saw me scan it, goes, well, look, just seen it £38, but I did say you can have it for a £5. I'm not going to go back on my word, so just give me a £5. So yeah, £38. I paid a £5. You might turn around and say, well, £17, like over double on what you bought it for. Yes, double on what I bought it for, but it's not cash value, it's trading value, voucher value. So I got £17 on that. God of War, which was a bit scratched up, but they did clean it for me, and it came out pretty good condition apparently. I got £7 on that. That's PlayStation 2 version. I got Fear, which I traded in for the Xbox 360, because I've got a couple of those now, and I thought I'd trade that in. I got £7 for that one. Copy of Minecraft for the Xbox 360, £7. Red Dead Redemption Undead, because I did have Red Dead Redemption and Red Dead Redemption Undead, but I only got £3 on that one. Sonic the Hedgehog, which was scratched, but I cleaned it. I've got £11 on that one. Sonic and Mario and Sonic at the Olympics, I've got £3 on that one. And that's a Wii game, as you know. Dark Cloud, PlayStation 2, I've got £7 on that one. UFC 2, I've got £3 on that one. That's an Xbox game. Evil Within, PlayStation 4, £3. Call of Duty World War 2, no DLC, PlayStation 4 game, £1.90, because I have got a couple of those anyway, so I thought I'd trade one in. Heat, which was a movie, a Blu-ray movie, for £2. And I think I paid 50p for that, actually. I probably might have got £1 cash for it, but in doubling my money, but voucher-wise, you know, it's tripling of what I paid for, as like a triple payback in one way, but as a trade in voucher, not cash. And then the other one was Mario Kart without wheel, £9. Now I said to him, I've got the wheel, but I didn't bring it up. Couldn't be bothered to dig it out. And I said, you only get a couple of quid extra for that. He goes, yeah, you don't get much for it. So I didn't bother taking the wheel up, because it would have only been like £1 or £2 on top of it. Total value was £109 in voucher. So if I think about it, roughly each game I've paid was around about, well, one of them I know was £5. I'm going to say probably about £25 in games spent out, £15 on the the Xbox guitar controller. So I'm going to say like about £50. Now, if I trade that in for cash, I would have got 72. I'd probably made about £22, £23 cash, but because I traded in for trading value voucher, I kind of like doubled on what I paid out. So doubling on what I paid out, although it's not cash and it's only like voucher, I'm okay with that. You know, it's a shame that I didn't take the other two games. That would have probably been about another £5-6 or something, you know, but I'm not too worried about that. You know, I've got loads of games I need to sort out, and I did say to him I have got another one of those I have got another one of those Guitar Hero guitars, but it's a bit gunky. I need to clean it up. Plus, I got a Xbox One console from the car boot fair a few weeks back. It works. It's just like dirty, really dirty, dusty. Still got the warranty on it, but it didn't come with the power supply, so I need to get a power supply for it. So once I get a power supply, I think he said about £38, and I paid £8 for the console. I've got a controller for it, but I just need to get a power supply for it. So if the power supply cost me £5 to £10, I'll probably go to the car boot fair this week, because the one which was on yesterday was the last one, so I can't go to that one anymore. So there's only one other car boot fair which is open, and that is a bit of a shitty one actually. But sometimes they have a fair few games in here, sometimes they don't. I know they have consoles there time to time, but not all the time. And the last couple of times I've been there, I've not been able to find a Xbox One power supply. I know I've got a couple knocking around, but I just can't be bothered to look for them at the moment. But I said to him, like, if I clean it up and get a power supply and a controller, how much would I get on it? And I think he said like £38. So now that's going to be a possible trading later once it's been cleaned. And you know, I can't take it apart because it's got the warranty seal on it still, and I don't want to like take it off because they won't take it in. And otherwise, if you mess around with the warranty seal at the back, they will not take it in. So I'm going to try to clean it up as best as I can sometime next week. Try to get a power supply for it cheap on eBay, or try to find one of my ones. I could use the one I've got right next to me because I've got an Xbox One sitting next to me, but sometimes, I might plug it in and like muck around with it instead of keep going in the living room and playing me Xbox X. But I know I've got possibly 3 of those Xbox Ones now. So there's got to be a power supply knocking around somewhere. But anyway, out of £109 voucher, £109.90. I did get some games. I've got some Switch games, got some PlayStation 4 games, and one Xbox One game, which I don't know if I've got that one or not. But I said to the guy, I've got so many games, it's unbelievable. I don't even play them. It's just like, to me, more of an investment, really. If the games go up, then I can trade them in for other games, and just keep doing it that way. But hopefully I will try to get to play some of these games at some stage. And if I don't sell them, then I can always, hand them down to my grandsons and my son if they want them when it's my turn to, be put 6 foot under or cremated or whatever. But anyway, PlayStation 4 games. I've got Killing Blood 4. Which is in decent condition. That's £5. What's this one? Ukulele. That's in good condition as well. That also was £5. Hidden Agenda. The case on this is like really fucking horrible. That's in pretty good condition. It's got a lot of smear marks on it. I'm not sure if I've actually got that one or not, to be honest with you. But it's only £2 anyway. And then I've got Gears 5. Which is in kind of good condition. It's got some kind of smell grot on it. So, yeah, Gears 5. I know I ain't got that one. Comes with a Dark Fate character pack and 14-day Xbox Game Pass promo. These codes have probably been used anyway, so I doubt I'll be trying out the codes. And that one was Gears 5 no DLC, and that was £5. So that's £17. And then on the Switch, I wasn't sure if I had these, but I bought them anyway. No, I don't think I've got these. I can always check and take them back if I do. This one is Nickelodeon Kart Racers 3 Slime Speedway. That's £12. Then we got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Arcade Wrath of the Mutants, £12. Now this one I probably won't ever play because it looks a bit weird and confusing for me. But this is a Persona 5 Tactical. Now I do have a PSA on Xbox, I think it is. And that's Persona 5. But I don't think it was that much available. I don't know if I've got it here actually. There were some games here I was going to take up, but these are Japanese games and don't think they take Japanese games in. All these ones Japanese. I noticed that some of these Japanese games are pretty expensive on eBay. Like Virtual Cop Rebirth was pretty expensive on eBay. You're talking about, I saw someone selling one of these for like £70 odd on eBay from China or Japan or wherever it was. Another one was Lord of the Rings, The Third Age, was pretty expensive on eBay. I think that was like about a £40-50 game. Same with Lord of the Rings Two Towers. The import version was around about £45-50. Time Crisis 3 was pretty expensive. I think that was a £60-70 game. The import version, the Japanese or Korean or whatever version. So yeah. So I do have Time Crisis 2 as well. But that wasn't that expensive. Shinshan Kukushumo, or whatever I can call that one now. That one was around about £30 odd on eBay as an import. So what I've done is I put like my own prices on him, like, you know, the virtual. If I was to sell these and they stayed in the price range, I'd do that for 65 because it's like a £75-80 game, that one online. Gotham, that's a £20-25 game. I put that as $14.99. And these are undercutting all the ones that are on my eBay. Sega Superstars was like a £25-30 game on eBay. I put that as £19.99. That one, I say, was around about £40-45. So I put that as $34.99. No, I probably will drop the prices down. This is a demo one, so I've not really put a price on that one. Lord of the Rings, I say, was around about £45-50. Because I suppose like they're putting the import prices on them and stuff like that. So I put that as $34.99. This one I put as $54.99 because it's like a £75 game. This one wasn't really expensive, probably about £20, I think. An import game. So I put $10.99 on that one. And $19.99 on this one. You know, these were just rough ideas on what I probably would sell them for if I was to sell them, because, like, you know, they are a lot more cheaper, undercut prices on eBay than they've actually been listed on eBay by other sellers. But, you know, I just can't be bothered listing anything on eBay at the moment. I know you don't get charged apparently now for fees, but they got to be charging you for something. Otherwise, how is eBay making money? So yeah, ignore those ones because you know, that's if I sell them. You know, I'm going to try to keep an eye on them, see what the prices go for, and possibly keep them. I might keep them in my own collection actually, you know, because I don't have that many import games. But you know, if I do put them on, it'd probably be on vintage or something, because they are more of a rarer game than you think they are. But you know, so that's if I sell them. I don't know if I will or not. If I do, at least I know what. You know, the only reason I put the price tags on for is to give me a rough idea on how much I want to sell them for, if I can get that price for them. So I did see one of them games on there from a UK seller, and he was like selling one of them games for like £15, and the import cost was like £35, £40. So, like, you know, the British, if they've got them, they will lower the prices of the actual import cost ones, I suppose, just to get rid of them. And, you know, just to mainly make the money back, I suppose. So that's my little collection for today. Gears 5, Hidden Agenda, Ukulele, Killing Floor 2, Nickelodeon, Kart Racers 3, Stein Speedway, Teenage Mutant Turtles, Arcade, Wrath of the Mutants, and Persona, or it was called 5, Tactical. So I don't think I'll play these Persona ones because they look a bit weird. It's only that, you know, it's a cheap game, and I didn't have many more games, you know, that cheap that I could add to the collection. But anyway, that's it. Cheers for watching. I might do a stream tonight. I don't know yet. Kind of tired and worn out from yesterday going to the hospital and having to wait around, and I just done my head in. But yeah, cheers for watching. Don't forget, give us a like, share, subscribe if you're not already done so, please, you know, because it helps me to build up the channel, give you more content as and when I can. I did have 488 yesterday. Someone's unsubscribed for some reason. Now, any of you subscribe and don't come back to the channel, just keep the subscribe, you know, up so I can reach that 500 by the end of the month. So it make me happy, a lot more happier than I am at the moment. So yeah, cheers for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. When that will be, I don't know, but I'll try to do a stream tonight with a Hunt the Call of Wild if I'm not too tired and exhausted. Okay, bye for now.